You caught me doing laundry. I got one pair of socks. Here's another pair of socks. But where's the other sock? Without it, I only have half of a pair written as 1/2. This is called a fraction. A fraction is written like this. And that is something that is when we do not have a complete or a whole set. Hi, this is Mr. Souter, and I'm looking for some first grade fractions around my house, and maybe more. For now, I guess I'll just have 1, 2 whole and a half pair of socks, or something I can write as 2 1/2 pairs, which you'll see in higher grades. After I'm done with my work, I like to play some cards. Do you like cards? A deck of cards has 2 colors, red and black, and 4 suits, hearts, diamonds, spades, and clubs. The fraction of red cards in the deck is 2 out of a total of 4, which we have written as 2/4. If I can find my 2/4, yes, I put it here. 2/4. Now, another word for force is quarter, like money. With cards, hearts are 1/4 of the suits, which we would write as 1/4. Now, speaking of money, I know you have talked about dimes in class. Dimes are parts or a fraction of a whole dollar. Here is, by bringing this down, a whole dollar, which is made up of 10 equal parts or 10 dimes. Each of these is 1/10 of a dollar. If I take away 4 of them, now I have 6 left, or 6/10 of a dollar. Tenths are neat to think about, but we'll stick to halves and quarters today. When I look at dimes, I see circles. Here are 2 circles. This circle and this circle is shaded halfway. Again, a circle can have fractional parts. This would be 1/2. And this reminds me of clocks. I know you've been talking about time this year. When the minute hand goes halfway around, that is 1/2 of an hour, or 30 minutes. Here, the minute hand is straight up and down on the 12, and so this would be 5 o'clock. However, if this were to go halfway around, now we are looking at 5:30, which is 1/2 hour after 5. 5:30, time for dinner. I'll be finishing some of my Easter eggs today. In this carton, I have a whole set. I've cut this Easter egg carton out so it just holds 2. 2 eggs out of a possible 2 eggs can be written as 2/2. Now, once I eat one of the eggs, now I'm going to be left with half of the possible number of eggs, 1/2. But guess what? I'm going to eat them both. So when I do eat them both, I will then be left with 0 out of 2, 0 halves, which we normally just say as 0. I love egg cartons. So much math can be done with them. I have so many egg cartons that I just keep collecting. This one I cut down to 4. And we can put things in these to show fractions. Right now, we have nothing in them for 0/4. But if I take one of these Ohio State game pieces and put it in there, I can now show 1/4. You know what comes next, don't you? 2/4, 3/4, and finally 4/4. Egg cartons are a great way to work with math. As you get older, you'll be adding fractions, just kind of like we did here, because if you have 1/4 plus one more fourth, 1/4 plus 1/4 is 2/4. And if I add another 2/4, I have that whole set we were talking about. Or we could write that as 1. Now, if I only had a whole set of socks. Wait, here it is. Did one of you have my sock? So now let's see here. I have 1 pair, 2 pair, 2.5 plus a half, 3 complete pair of socks. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, but we don't have to be done. I have a Kahoot for you, and all you have to do is go to Kahoot it and put in this number, 0256065, and you can play this Kahoot, and it is good up until next Wednesday. You can play 12 o'clock noon. And if you have questions, certainly give me an email. My email is tsouder, SOUDER, @bucyrusschools.org. Get your parents' help. And if you have any questions or anything you want to go over, just let me know. And here's that number again. And of course, you can always replay this. Thank you and have a great day.